Damanhur is a living lab for the future. People come here from all over the world and exchange their research and ideas. Yes And is a way to share their inspiring stories so that we can build a more awakened world together.
Good day, Cynthia. Welcome to Yes And. It's such a pleasure to be able to have this sharing with you and exchange ideas and some of your beautiful work for the world.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
So you're a reverend, you're a teacher, you're an author, you are a singer. What am I forgetting? Can you tell us a little bit about your beautiful story and who you are today?
Well, yeah, I'm all of those things, and I feel like I'm a conglomeration of my life that has now coalesced in a place that is my mission, my purpose. I came from a family, 5 generations of women who were prophetic dreamers, but also had been through every generation through abuse and trauma. And so I felt like at some point I had to stop the pattern of the family. So I started doing deep spiritual work, and it evolved into my speaking and teaching and writing and working with women because I figure that I'm not an exception, I'm an example.
Beautiful. How did you come to that realization that this could stop with you?
You know, first it came in meditations, and then I started hearing it from different teachers that if one person transforms, it goes to the past and the future.
Exactly. That's very much also the idea of Damanhur, of time as an eternal present, where events are interconnected, and it's really emotions that can change how we relate to events in the past, in the future, and really actually transform these events.
Yeah, and there's a mind-body connection, that it's not just changing, you know, your ideas or concepts. It's that you integrate the body, the emotional, the etheric body. You integrate all of that in your healing.
And so 5 generations of prophetic dreamers and healers in your family.
Yeah.
Are you the 6th generation?
I am.
So you were able to heal the trauma and keep the gift.
Yes.
And
yes.
how do you feel your gift has transformed through this process of your transformation and clearing of this trauma of the past?
My intuition has heightened dramatically. My ability to see energy, to guide people to their own inner paths and inner healing, and the ability to translate information in a way that people can understand.
So it is as if you took away a filter that was a little bit impairing the purity, the power of the transmission that you were receiving.
Yes.
So being happier and being whole is a good starting point to be able to receive and also heal others.
Absolutely. And to break the patterns, there was a lot of dysfunction in my family growing up and in the women in my family and the lineage, and to actually absolutely understand that love was possible. I deserved it. Love of self and love from others. And so that to me, I get to be an example for others that it's possible, that nothing in your past defines you.
So with example like that also comes hope.
Yes.
Right? And hope is one of the most powerful forces. It really gives us the energy to get there to where we want to go, even if it looks like it's against the odds.
Yes, exactly.
Right? And then as we move steps towards the goal, we feel, oh, wow. And then there is more self-confidence. But what you're describing in terms of this hope, I like it very much, because it's one of the things that always struck me about Damanhur when I got here. And I arrived at the temples that had already been built. Yes. And I thought and I felt, wow, this is really giving hope to humanity. The fact that can be a different path, that we can transform the past and the future.
Absolutely. And the temples are like no place I've ever been.
And you've been to many places,
I've
right?
I've been to many places. But it's a transformative vortex. It's a healing vortex. It carries the energy of ancient traditions. I mean, it's been amazing for me and my groups.
So what is that you think it's been the most transformative experience you've had in Damanhur or in the temples over these years that you've been coming with groups?
Well, there have been many, but I think the understanding of being able to transform memories so that you no longer carry those patterns that keep you locked in the past. That was huge for me.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's very important.
Mhm.
Very important for everyone, I think, to be able to know and feel that we can constantly be new and
Exactly.
start anew for real. And the
Exactly.
memories can be transformed, and therefore the impact events have on us.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So you do a lot of work with women. Where is your work based? Do you work out of a specific town, or you travel with women? How is your...
Both. I live in Denver, Colorado.
That's where you grew up also?
No,
Or you
Minnesota.
chose?
I chose there. Yeah.
You chose Denver.
Yeah. So I work there, and then I do a lot of online work with women. I have a channel called Women Awakening that's on YouTube, and I coach a lot of women who are leaders, who are in transition, and they want to move to another state where they're in their power, but they're also letting go of old ways of being that don't support their femininity and their leadership.
So we also feel, of course, that there is a change in the presence of the divine energies on our planet, around humanity, and the presence of the goddess is very important. And so
Right.
that's awakening now through women and also through men.
Yes.
Women, of course, carry that maybe more closer to their skin. We'll
Right.
say that. So if you were to look at women awakening in this light, what do you think it is the most important thing that women have to do?
First, I think embracing the masculine and the feminine within us. Second, understanding that the conditioning to choose others first is actually upside down. That when we choose ourselves first, we raise the vibration of everything, and we get to bring in the masculine externally as well, into loving, into support, into honoring. But it has to start here, and I think some people misunderstand because it's like, I'm only going to take care of me and I'm going to be, like a warrior, as opposed to choosing you gets to take you right into the depth of your femininity.
This is very beautiful. And I think it's really a very, very, very important message. And what you said, embracing the masculine, the feminine inside, again, it's very, very close to our philosophy, because we are convinced that no matter the physical body we're wearing, we have a masculine and feminine part of ourselves, of our soul, of our personality. So it's very important to understand that. And without that integration, it's very difficult to then honor ourselves and also honor the mirror for ourselves that we have in the person of a different gender, whether it's a partner or a son or a friend.
Right, or someone you work with.
Or someone you work with.
Because I think we can transform the way we do business in the world by understanding that we're connected.
Yes, and that's also very important. Then the focus maybe will change on what the priorities really are for business in the world right now, right?
Exactly.
You also have had a career as an artist, as a singer. Do you bring this artistic touch to your work and to the transformation work? Because I think art is always one of the most beautiful and powerful means of transformation.
Yeah, I always sing.
You always sing. So
I always sing.
I'm going to ask you now if you always sing.
I do. And I always dance, and I always use drums. I understand that drums actually balance the hemispheres of the brain and balance blood pressure and immune systems. And so even if I'm speaking in a corporate environment, there is some form of movement and music, because I think music drops us into the heart.
Yes, and even just listening to you talk is so musical. It's really very, very beautiful. So would you like to sing for the people that are watching us?
Sure.
A video, like a song that
Okay, sure.
you would like to share, and I will be so happy here listening.
On a clear day, rise and look around you. you, and you'll see who you are on a clear day. How it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star you feel part of, every mountain, sea and shore. You can see from far and near a world you've never seen before. So on a clear day, on a clear day, you can see forever and ever more.
Wow, how beautiful!
Thank you.
This is. I don't want to ruin this atmosphere with more words, but the only thing I like to ask you to close, if someone wants to get in touch with you, to work with you, to study with you for consulting, is that possible? You still
Absolutely.
have space and time
I do.
for that. Yes.
So my website is cynthiajames.net. And I also have Cynthia James, What Will Set You Free, a channel on YouTube and Women Awakening. And I'd love to spend time with you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Cynthia. Thank you.